President Bola Tinubu has signed a law banning homosexuality, cross-dressing, lesbianism, bestiality, and other behaviors deemed un-Nigerian within the military. This latest development is part of a broader crackdown that has left many questioning the nation's commitment to human rights and personal freedoms. Also, military personnel are banned from body piercing, tattooing, drunkenness, and disorderly conduct, whether on or off duty. This directive was outlined in Section 26 of the revised Harmonized Armed Forces Terms and Conditions of Service authorized by President Tinubu in December 2024. The regulations partly read, an officer must not engage in homosexuality, lesbianism, and bestiality. He or she is not to belong to or engage in activities of the lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, or transqueer or questioning, intersex, asexual, or agender two-spirit, the LGBTQIA2S+ group, and cross-dressing, amongst others. An officer must not engage in body piercing and tattooing of any part of his body. An officer shall not engage in any form of disorderly behavior, brawl, or any action of public disgrace. An officer must not at any time be drunk, whether on or off duty. Officers are also forbidden from involving in amorous relationships with subordinates or their spouses. Nigeria's history with LGBTQ rights is a long and troubled one. Homosexuality has been illegal in the country since the early 20th century, with penalties including 14 years in prison. The 2014 Same-Sex Marriage Prohibition Act, signed by the then-President Goodluck Jonathan, further criminalized same-sex relationships and public displays of affection, imposing harsh penalties on those who dared to defy societal norms. The revised Harmonized Armed Forces Terms and Conditions of Service stressed the need for officers to maintain professional boundaries, noting that, and I quote, an officer shall not engage in any amorous relationship with any soldier, rating airman, airwoman, fellow officers, or soldiers' ratings, airmen's, airwoman's spouse. Supporters of the ban argue that it is necessary to maintain discipline and uphold traditional values within the military. Former Senator Shehu Sani praised the move, claiming it would ensure professionalism and ethical conduct among military personnel. However, critics argue that this is a blatant violation of human rights and a step backward for a nation that should be moving towards greater inclusivity and acceptance. Military sources describe the signing of the revised Harmonized Armed Forces Terms and Conditions of Service by President Tinubu as a strategy ahead of the inauguration of Donald Trump as a United States president. The source told Sahara reporters, and I quote, "Tinubu knew what he was doing. Trump will not impose sanctions on Nigeria for banning gays in the military. Of course, you know the Trump regime was very harsh towards the then-president Muhammadu Buhari, to the point that Buhari openly celebrated Trump's defeat. One can't help but wonder what the future holds for Nigeria's LGBTQ+ community. Will this ban embolden other sectors to impose similar restrictions, or will it spark a wave of resistance and calls for reform? Well, we live to see. We here at the News God are committed to bringing you these updates as they unfold. My name is Nelson Kofi. Thank you for watching.